Hello, art lovers.
Oh hey, they're talking to us. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Disney movies that break the fourth wall.
No fish were harmed during the making of this film.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be looking at animated Disney films that explicitly break the fourth wall, which is when a film, TV show, or other medium directly addresses and comments on its fictional nature. We'll be excluding live-action flicks, as well as Disney-owned subsidiaries like Pixar or Marvel, so our apologies to Deadpool.
Oh, hello.
Number 10. Pinocchio.
Pretty, huh?
Disney has been breaking the fourth wall for a long time. Their second feature-length animated movie Pinocchio opens with Jiminy Cricket singing When You Wish Upon a Star over the credits. The motion picture then cuts to Jiminy singing on top of a book titled Pinocchio. Yeah, you can probably tell where this is going. After finishing the song, Jiminy turns to the audience and introduces the story you're about to watch.
I'll bet a lot of you folks don't believe that. About a wish coming true?
By framing Pinocchio as an old storybook, it helps the movie convey a suitable tone of fantasy, and reinforces Disney's penchant for adapting old stories for modern audiences.
One night a long time... Pardon me. Wait till I fix this thing here.
Number 9. Lilo and Stitch. The fourth wall break in Lilo and Stitch comes during the dance at Mrs. Hasagawa's fruit stand. The first instance occurs when Lilo gets Stitch to move his hips, and Stitch makes a sound to the audience. Both Lilo and Stitch also look at the viewers during their dance, almost as if they're asking us to validate or praise their moves. And finally, a spotlight comes out of nowhere during the dance and shines on the couple, which is an obvious nod to theater. There doesn't seem to be a deeper meaning behind this. It's just Disney having some fun and adding to the movie's light-hearted tone. After all, it is for kids.
Why is everything so dark?
Number 8. Zootopia.
When he assigned you to me,
But sir, if you-
life isn't some cartoon musical where you sing a little song and your insipid dreams magically come true. So let it go.
Breaking the fourth wall can also come in the form of cute meta-references and Easter eggs. This is the case for Zootopia. In the first instance, Chief Bogo tells Judy that life isn't some cartoon musical, which of course references Disney's history of producing cartoon musicals. It's also a meta-reference to Zootopia itself, as it's not a cartoon musical. It's a computer-animated adventure without songs. In the second instance, Duke Weaselton is seen selling sketchy DVDs that are clear parodies of Disney movies and posters. He also points out that he has movies that haven't been released yet, including Moana and Floatsin' 2, which are obvious nods to the then-upcoming Moana and Frozen 2.
Well, look who it is. The Duke of Bootleg.
What's it to you, Wild? Shouldn't you be melting down a popsicle or something?
Number 7. The Aristocats. The Aristocats has arguably one of the greatest endings in Disney history. Not only does it contain spectacular color changes and the always catchy Everybody Wants to Be a Cat, but it also features one of Disney's best fourth wall breaks. After the cats finish singing their delightful tune, Lafayette tells Napoleon that it's the end of the song.
Hey, Napoleon, that sounds like the end.
Napoleon disagrees, only for the words "the end" to slide across the screen and slam into his face, prompting him to state that it is the end of the movie. It's a great bit of humor, and it comes as a huge surprise, especially considering that the rest of the film refrained from breaking the wall. Number 6. Robin Hood.
Well, we folks of the animal kingdom have our own version.
By contrast, this creative retelling of a classic made breaking the fourth wall one of its chief creative decisions. The movie opens with a wall break as Alan Adale introduces himself and proceeds to act as the story's narrator. It doesn't get more fourth wall breaky than having a narrator. There are a few other instances throughout the motion picture, including the times Prince John and the Sheriff of Nottingham look directly at the camera, or, the camera's equivalent. Like Pinocchio, the narration helps establish the story's mythic quality, and it adds a unique twist to the Robin Hood story. That and using animals in place of people. Disney sure knows how to make an old tale new again.
Oh, incidentally, I'm Alan Adale, a minstrel. Oh, that's an early day folk singer. And my job is Tell it like it is.
Number 5. The Lion King. The Aristocats may have one of the most creative fourth wall breaks in Disney's filmography, but The Lion King has the funniest. It comes during Hakuna Matata when Timon covers Pumbaa's mouth before he says the word farted.
Hey, Pumbaa, not in front of the kids.
Oh, sorry.
Not only does Timon stop Pumbaa and say, "Not in front of the kids," but he also gestures towards the camera and draws both Pumbaa's and Simba's attention towards their young audience. It's a cute little moment that utilizes both meta and childish body humor. This unique concoction also helped make Timon and Pumbaa the breakout stars of The Lion King. Number 4. The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
I'm not in the book, but I'm at your service.
This movie takes the art of wall breaking to a whole new level. The film is obviously based on the classic works of A.A. Milne, and it utilizes its status as a storybook adaptation to huge creative advantages.
He's sailing clean out of the book. Quick, turn the page.
Characters are repeatedly addressing and reacting to the narrator, and they even realize that they're in the confines of a physical book. This is most evident when Tigger asks the narrator to help him escape from a tree.
Say, who are you?
It's a unique creative decision that showcases Disney's penchant for enlivening old stories, while nonetheless honoring the legacy of A.A. Milne.
Oh, well, please, for goodness sakes, narrate me down from here.
Number 3. Moana.
Try, but you can't expect a demigod to be to take apart. Pick it up.
Moana is full of fourth wall breaks, and each serves as unique forms of the convention. You've got characters addressing the audience, particularly Tamatoa, who tells us to look up what a decapod is and asks us for help during the post-credits sequence.
Still upside down here. Just need a little push.
You've also got Hey Hey looking into the camera right before screaming, almost as if he's pleading to us for help. And finally, you have a meta-referential fourth wall break when Maui tells Moana that she shares all the hallmarks of a princess. The latter is particularly smart as it both highlights Disney's progression while acknowledging that they nonetheless have a proven formula. Disney knows what its audience is thinking, and they're always one step ahead of them.
You wear a dress and you have an animal sidekick, you're a princess.
Number 2. Aladdin.
Salam and good evening to you, worthy friend.
Aladdin is chock full of hilarious and interesting fourth wall breaks. The first comes right at the beginning of the movie, when the peddler greets the audience and is accidentally hit by the camera. If that wasn't enough wall breaking, he proceeds to tell the story of the lamp and our titular hero. The genie is also a huge wall buster. He whips out the movie script on numerous occasions, and he's also the last thing we see when he literally lifts the screen for one last joke.
Made you look.
To top it all off, a post-credit sequence has the genie telling the audience that they were great. When it comes to the classic Disney movies, none are as self-referential and movie-like than Aladdin.
You have been a fabulous audience. Tell you what, you're the best audience in the whole world. Take care of yourself.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
And the thread is a unique form of catgut, easily distinguished by its peculiar pungency, found only in the Afghan provinces.
Something about Ariel.
He knows.
Nope. What do you say? It's happy ending time. Everybody's got a little taste of something, but me, I got nothing. I'm here with nothing. Anybody listening?
Number 1. The Emperor's New Groove.
That's right. I'm that llama.
As self-referential as Aladdin is, nothing beats the sheer audacity of the Emperor's New Groove. Kuzco breaks the fourth wall on numerous occasions, so much so that he literally argues with himself while narrating the movie. He also pauses the movie on one occasion to remind the viewers that he's the protagonist.
Hi, excuse me. 2 seconds here. I'm the one in the cart, remember? This story's about me, not him.
There's also the scene where Yzma and Kronk see contour lines on the ground during a chase, and these lines are later referenced by Kronk after they beat Kuzco to the secret lab. The Emperor's New Groove is a sadly overlooked entry in the Disney canon, despite all this fun wall breaking. Underrated or not, it's arguably one of the funniest Disney movies to ever be released.
By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.